And Luel just read 2 right here, gives out the boundaries of the land of Israel. Yeah. Okay. Joshua 1-4. Joshua 1:1-4, sorry. So this is a Moses, my servant, is dead. Now then, you and all these people ready to cross the Jordan River into the land I am given to them, to the Israelites. I will give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses. Your territory will extend from the desert to Lebanon, and from the great river, the Euphrates, all the Hittite country to the Mediterranean Sea in the west. No one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. Josh, did you read Ezekiel?
I read Ezekiel
47.
Yeah, 47, 13 to 23.
Yeah, let's just, yeah, just the land alone. Okay, so the next ones are for Israel as a nation. All right, Genesis.
Well, the Ezekiel passage is referring to the millennial reign.
I'm not going to argue. I'll agree with you on that point. But it's just yeah.
So the calendar is different.
It's Genesis 17, 18 and 19.
So,
17, 18 and 19. And Abraham said to God, if only Ishmael an everlasting covenant for his descendants after him. And then 22:17. I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the sky and as the descendants as the seashore. Yeah. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies. And then Genesis 28, I believe. 13 and 14. There, above it, stood the Lord. And he said, 35 and 12. You can settle among us. The land is open to you. Live in it, trade in it, and acquire it. Ham said to Dinah, his father and his brothers, let me find favor in your eyes, and I'll give you whatever you ask. Make the price for the bride and the gift I am to give as great as you like, and I'll give whatever, and I'll pay whatever you ask. Only give me the young woman as my wife. Oh, shoot, I read the wrong scripture. Oh, 10 and 12. 35, 10 and 12. My apologies. God said to him, Your name is Jacob, and you will no longer be called Israel. Jacob, your name will be called Israel. So he named Israel. And God said to him, I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and increase in number. A nation and a community of nations will come from you, and kings will be among your descendants. Then the land I gave to Abraham and Isaac, I will also give to you, and I will give this land and to your descendants after you. 49. 49, 90, 10. Verse 8. When Israel saw the sons of Joseph, he asked, who are these? These are my sons, God has given me. Here, Joseph said to his father. Then Israel said, "Bring them to me, so I will bless them." And Israel's eyes were failing because of old age, because he couldn't see. So Joseph brought his sons close to him, and his father kissed and embraced them. 2 Samuel. Second Samuel 7:12-13. When your days are over and you rest with your ancestors, I will raise up your offspring to succeed you, your own flesh and blood, and I will establish his kingdom. He is the one who will build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. In verse 16, your house and your kingdom will endure forever before me. Your throne will be established forever. Translation. Now for the, I already read 22. Let me just read it again. And through your offspring, all the nations of the earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me. Jeremiah 31. Thirty-one to 34. The days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the people of Israel and with the people of Judah. It will not be like the covenant I made with their ancestors when I took them by the hand to lead them out of Egypt, because they broke my covenant, though I was a husband to them, declares the Lord. This is the covenant I will make with the people of Israel at that time, declares the Lord. I will put my law in their minds and write it on their hearts. I will be their God, and they will be my people. No longer will they teach their neighbor or say to one another, "Know the Lord," because they will all know me, from the least of them to the greatest, declares the Lord. Zechariah 12. Twelve, 8-10. On that day, the Lord will shield those who live in Jerusalem, so that the feeblest among them will be like David, and the house of David will be like God, like the angel of the Lord going before them. On that day, I will set out to destroy all the nations that attack Jerusalem. And I will pour out on the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem a spirit of grace and supplication. They will look on me, the one they have pierced, and they will mourn for him as one who mourns for an only child, and grieve bitterly for him as one grieves his firstborn. And chapter 13. On that day, a fountain will be opened to the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, cleanse them from sin and impurity. 8, verse 8. In the whole land, declares the Lord, 2/3 will be struck down and perish, yet 1/3 will be left in it. This third I will put into the fire. I will refine them like silver and test them like gold. They will call on my name, and I will answer them. They will say, they are my people, and they will say, the Lord is our God. God's covenant to Abraham is the key to the door of understanding of world events. Binding, unconditional, everlasting, and literal. And here's the 10-point prediction. Deuteronomy 30. Here, I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy 4, 23 to 31. Be careful not to forget the covenant of the Lord your God that he made with you. Do not make for yourselves an idol in the form of anything the Lord your God has forbidden. For the Lord your God is a consuming fire, a jealous God. After you have had your children and grandchildren and have lived in the land a long time, if you then become corrupt and make any kind of idol, doing evil in the eyes of the Lord your God, and arousing an anger, I call the heavens and the earth as witnesses against you this day, that you will quickly perish from the land that you are crossing the Jordan to possess. You will not live there long, but will certainly be destroyed. The Lord will scatter among the peoples, and only a few of you will survive among the nations to which the Lord will drive you. There you will worship man-made gods of wood and stone, which cannot see or hear or eat or smell. But if from there you seek the Lord your God, you will find him, if you seek him with all your heart and with all your soul. When you are in distress, and all these things have happened to you, then in latter days you will return to the Lord your God and obey him. For the Lord your God is a merciful God. He will not abandon or destroy you, or forget the covenant with your ancestors, which he confirmed to them by oath. Okay, now to Deuteronomy 30. When all these blessings and curses I have set before you come on you, and you take them to heart, whatever the Lord your God disperses you among the nations, and when you and your children return to the Lord